Shalom. All praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my apostles, the great Muslim, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Let's get it. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 11. It says, "My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord YAHAWASHI, need to be weary of his correction." Read that again, Proverbs 3 and 11. "My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord YAHAWASHI." So the scripture is saying, do not look down or hate the chastening, the discipline, the punishments, right? The criticism of YAHAWASHI. Need to be weary of his correction. Verse 12, it says, "For whom the Lord YAHAWASHI loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighted." So this chastening, this punishment, right? This reproof, the discipline is all love from YAHAWASHI. He punished us because he loves us, right? Same way as a parent, when he put his child on punishment, when the father put his son on punishment, it's out of love. So he won't do that again, right? So he won't do wrong anymore. So the hell that we catching is all love from YAHAWASHI. You know, the hell that we catching is to make us better. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5. It says, "And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him." So, as I read in Proverbs 3 and 11, and in Hebrews is quoting what I've just read in Proverbs, that we're not to look down on the chastening of the Lord YAHAWASHI, nor be weary of his rebuke, right? It says, "For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth." So those that are in the ministry, the men that's in the ministry, we're sons of YAHAWASHI, right? And he's going to punish us. He's going to discipline us because he loves us, right? He wants us to do better. And it says, "If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not?" As I said in Proverbs, fathers, they discipline their son because they love them, right? They punish them, they discipline them, right? They rebuke them, they judge them, they give them criticism so they could be a better man. It says, verse 8, "But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons." So if you're not being disciplined, you're not a son of the Lord. You're a bastard, right? So it's a good thing that you're getting disciplined, right? That you're being punished, because that shows you that someone cares, right? If you're in this ministry and you're not catching hell, if you're not going through things, that's a problem, right? So you gotta go through punishment. we gotta go through discipline. It says, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which have corrected us. Come. And I could say that, I have a testimony. My father always, growing up, he always corrected me, all right? And he did that out of love. He punished me, disciplined me, so I could be a better man. And it says, and we gave them reverence. Even though, my father, he put me on punishment, he disciplined me, he chastised me, I still respected him. I still gave him honor. It says, shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? And the Father of spirits is YAHAWASHI. So the same way we show reverence to our Father on earth, we show reverence to the Father of spirits, which is YAHAWASHI. Even though we're being punished and disciplined, we still give honor to YAHAWASHI, because he's doing that to correct us. It says, for they verily for a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we may be partakers of his holiness. So, this punishment, the hell we catching, the discipline, the rebuke, the reproving, we're gaining something for this, This is for our own good, We're profiting something from this discipline, right? And we're gaining more wisdom, okay? More self-discipline. We're learning right from wrong. We're learning what not to do that's not pleasing to YAHAWASHI. This Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 1, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart right, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. So when you come to serve YAHAWASHI, you gotta prepare your soul for temptation. You have to constantly endure. The scripture says, right? Endure harness as a good soldier, YAHAWASHI Mashiach, right? Because YAHAWASHI, he's a man of war, and he is dealing with soldiers. He's not dealing with sissies. He's not dealing with punks. So you come to serve YAHAWASHI, you are his son, and he's going to chastise you. He's going to put you through hell. He's going to put you in situations and different obstacles, all right, to make you stronger, all right, to give you more wisdom. So we have to constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So we gotta cleave unto YAHAWASHI and depart not from him, right? It says that thou mayest be increased at thy last day. The scripture says, he that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you gotta constantly endure unto the very end. It's not about how long you've been in this ministry. It's about how you finish off. If you want to stand firmly for YAHAWASHI until the end, okay? Until all hell breaks loose, when World War III pop off and YAHAWASHI cracked them clouds, the skies, with his angels, right? So you gotta constantly endure. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So whatever is brought upon you, you gotta take cheerfully, because you have to understand, as I read in the previous scriptures, you know, the Lord calling us sons, right? So if you're going through hell, if you're being chastised, if you're going through punishment, right? If you're being disciplined, reproved, and rebuked, right? You should be happy. Why? Because you may be a son of YAHAWASHI. You may be one of those men, right? So whatever is brought upon you, take cheerfully, and be patient. And patient means to suffer, right? The scripture says a righteous man fall 7 times and get back up, roughly paraphrasing. So, when you fall, you get right back up, right? That's what makes you stronger. If you stay on the ground, you're weak, so you gotta endure everything that's brought upon you. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So though it's, as I'm read again, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. That furnace of adversity represents the hardship, the distress, the trials and tribulations, okay? When gold is tried, when gold is in the fire, is being purified. So this hell that we catching, right? Whether it be at work, mentally, physically, right? Whether it be with your family, right? That's all to purify you. That's the fire, the furnace of adversity, right? That's all to make you stronger, right? The situations we go through is basically prepping us for the real thing that's about to happen, such as Jacob's trouble, right? Martial law, So we're being put through the fire, through the furnace of adversity to basically strengthen us, right? Because you got to catch hell, To become wise, you got to go through pain. So you got to go through a lot of situations, a lot of obstacles, okay? It's not sweet when you come into this ministry, right? So we all got to catch hell. We all got to go through the fire, right? And those that go through the fire, that make it through the fire, are the elect. So I said acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So you can't be weak. You gotta endure these things. The scriptures also says, this is Acts chapter 14, verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So we must go through much trials and tribulations to enter into the kingdom of heaven, okay? The scripture says the servant is not greater than his master. So you gotta drink that same cup to enter into the kingdom. And that cup represents the tribulations, right? The obstacles, So you have to drink that cup and enduring to the end. So whatever, is brought upon you brothers, you take cheerfully, right? Remember, you have to endure harness as a good soldier of YAHAWASHI, Mashiach. But with that being said, Shalom.